I'm Gold.
And I'm Scratch.
I'm here because he can't be bothered to finish games.
And I'm here to make Gold suffer while I try and finish games and fend off pets and work.
And really bad transatlantic humor.
We play.
Cool.
All
So
right.
we are back.
From the future and also the past.
Except we are not playing the shitty games that suck ass.
Yep. So as I've said twice now, because of technical difficulties, due to technical difficulties, this is not live. We have no idea what we're doing. We're an absolutely professional outfit, and somehow we managed to record a whole session with zero audio. So, and then we tried to MST3K over it, and did the same thing happen?
Chopping. No, it wasn't exactly the same thing. There was far too much usage of the pause button, and
okay.
it got a bit choppy.
Liberal with the pause.
Unintentionally.
Oh, and actually, yeah, it was two. We made it through two sessions with no audio before we noticed it.
Yeah, which is
God.
That's because somebody suggested that I stop using the wireless headset, and I didn't adjust any of the settings for it afterwards.
Yeah, but I can hear you now. That's the improvement.
Well, that's also, we don't know how that happened either.
Yeah,
that just suddenly got better.
That's true. It did just get better. God. We'll get it sorted out by episode 30.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll just, when we get to a real game, then we'll worry about it.
Oof. So are we gonna do? Because I would like to give suggestions for the list, but I do not want to be in control of it. But on that note, do we want to finish Metroid as a series before we proceed?
Oh God, no.
No? Okay, no. I didn't think so, because that felt very long.
I mean, it wouldn't be, because one, you're not going to be like, if we do Prime, we're doing like the HD versions, so maybe I'll have to drive for that one.
Okay, I mean that could be fun.
Because I've played the first half an hour to an hour of Prime 1, but I never did the whole trilogy.
Yeah,
look at
that. What number is this?
This is
now?
number 3.
This is number 3. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. We had like 15 minutes of conversation. We talked about body snatching game.
Surge.
Yeah.
Surge.
Yeah.
Where you chop limbs off and then you start wearing them for yourself, but it's really just the weapons, because everyone wears a cool exoskeleton, so you can specifically target limbs and things. It's a really fun game, and apparently the second one makes it even better, but I never got that far because I didn't beat the first one.
And then I launched into the nostalgia of playing games that you didn't own at your friend's house, but only getting like chopped up memories of them. Because, shit, all that time we weren't recording, I could have looked it up if it was Saga Frontier. Shit.
We discussed Saga Frontier.
We discussed Saga Frontier.
I can't remember it.
It's a game. I think it was Saga Frontier. If not, it might have been. What was the other one you said?
Live a Live. But that one was on the SNES. Oh, you mean Vagrant Story?
Vagrant Story. I can't remember if it was Saga Frontier or Vagrant Story, but I remember the opening sequence was just a bunch of characters on the screen, and you choose which story you're going to go through, and then slowly but surely they all interlock and interconnect. And the only character I remember existing was a robot, and I remember there was a mechanic of you could like capture enemy units to have them fight on your side. And that's the only... Whoa! Okay, the video just... Samus is the video good for you?
It is now.
Okay, that was wild. So, more technical difficulties.
We're learning about OBS.
Oh my god!
Did you know that OBS has universal hotkeys that work when you're using any program? Because
so
we do.
What just happened is, in order to confirm what I was talking about, Gold typed in Saga space Frontier, and it's at the space that everything went to shit.
Yeah, that would be it. I thought I'd use space to scroll down, but now you say it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that would have been it.
Wait, space to scroll down. How's that even work? What?
Do you not use space to go down pages?
No, I have page up and page down.
Nah, I
The-
had to scroll the
what
mouse, so I mashed the spacebar.
What the hell is wrong with your keyboard?
What? Page down's all the way over near the cursor keys. I got like
Where's your right? Where's your right hand?
on the mouse.
All right, fair.
Haven't you got that like that baby keyboard?
I have a scroll. No, I had to swap it out. I
Oh.
had to get rid of my baby keyboard because it just died like mid sentence. I was literally typing up an email at work and it just died.
Nice.
Anyway, so let me think.
Saga Frontier confirmed.
Saga Frontier confirmed. I'm not crazy. That game does exist.
And it does have the robot, even though Live A Live did it first. And we were talking
Yes.
about Aber and Preach, and they
We
put out
were.
great content that I don't always agree with, but actually,
But that's why we like them because
Yes.
they discuss why they're. That's what I was launching into a specific video. I can't remember his name, and I don't really care to. It was the long-haired trans advocate that they disagree with. And then he was providing commentary on a young black man who was going down to the deep south.
Hassan Piker.
Trying to find the head of the KKK. And I think the thing that I like about Abba and Preach is like they are able to effectively do the same thing he does.
Quick side note,
Spacebar.
this is why I bully you to go back into the save point.
Yes, yep, right there. I go, oh,
Yep.
okay, fine. And then, yep, we're doing it.
Even
Doing
though I
it
think we
live.
just saved. But yeah, so you're right. This guy goes down to the south and then he stood in like a Walmart and just shouts out,
Yeah.
I want to meet the leader of the KKK. Can anyone help?
Yeah, and they were providing commentary, not necessarily on his actions, but on
No.
the guy who was giving commentary onto it. And I really like Abba and Preach in that regard because I don't agree with them on particular topics, and I can still enjoy listening to them because they still have their own self-awareness. It doesn't feel like a Twitch streamer talking to his audience. It feels like them talking to each other, and there just happens to be a camera in the room. Which I think is really strong for them. I think it works out really well for them. Also, the fact that like we know that they're kind of cross-generational lines, because if I remember correctly, isn't Preach like almost 20 years older than him? No, not I don't think he's that much older.
No, it's like late
I know he's
30s
older
versus late 20s maybe.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably online, but I'm not going to
but
look
there's
at it because
still
I'd have to press spacebar.
there's there's going to be a moment where we forget about that. And
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
You say something like, I'm going to look it up, and I go, gold, no!
So another reason to respect Aber and Preach. So they had like it was some feud with Fresh and Fit, who are like some absolute chuds. Oh, we get all the girls, and we set out these rules, and you got to be this type of man, and then you'll get all the girls. Blah blah, all that absolute alpha male bullshit.
Hate that bullshit.
When like they're getting their dick wet as often as biz. And right, but and they were absolutely dunking on these guys for weeks. They kept these guys kept putting out the most idiotic videos, and these guys kept dunking on them. But some accusations came around about how he treated Fresh or Phil, had treated one of these girls, and they didn't make a video going, look at this, he's a sex pest and blah blah blah. They were like, well, no, her story doesn't add up. Let's wait to see, his response. Let's wait to see what's going on. And then when it did come out that she'd made it up and she'd led him on and all these sorts of things, they were like, yeah, they covered it. They covered it fairly. They showed that whilst he may be an arse clown in his videos, that he didn't deserve this.
Yeah, and I think that also came up with the Johnny Depp trial with their commentary on that, because when they did their post on that, there was the question of like, is this the end of the Me Too movement? In fact, if I recall, that was their
it was their thumbnail or something.
That was their thumbnail, and I really like that because of course it's clickbait, it draws you in, but then when they address it, it's like, no, it's not at all, and it shouldn't be, but it is a check and balance that needed to happen so that it can progress. And I think that is incredibly apt. And look, it's the 5th time we've seen this cutscene. It's all mother brain. She's just screwing us.
So for me, it's not just the nuance of the stance; it's the fact that they had taken these asshats to task for their ridiculous stance on things.
Mhm.
But when because they very well could have just turned around and said, "Look at this, he's a sex pest, he's this,
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
this,"
yeah,
but they didn't.
yeah,
They didn't
yeah. No,
speak ill of
it's
him
good.
because he didn't
I
deserve it.
and I like that, like, and because they'll recant stuff too. They'll if they have something that they find out is wrong, they'll usually address it.
Mm.
I also really appreciated their Ukraine video where it was basically them just shitting on their audience, being like, guys, please stop fucking asking us to do a Ukraine video. We don't know shit about what's going on in Ukraine. And I like, as the person with the family that I have, I'm incredibly happy for that, because so much information, especially with that conflict, is so easy to just spread around. And it's not even like, there comes a point where it's not misinformation, it's just people not knowing what it is and just go, oh, look at this, it's cool, let's share it, and then contributing to it. The big one that I recall is the Ghost of Kiev. Or Kiev, sorry. The Ghost of Kiev, that I think they've now proven was not
I posted
real.
that in the Discord. Yes, that is
um,
confirmed fake. That's fake
it's still
news.
cool, it's a great story. And I don't care, I'll still like,
But
it's
it's
a great
basically the
story, but it's
equivalent of the woman reporter. Was she a woman reporter? Woman site in the Chernobyl series. Chernobyl
I
series.
haven't seen Chernobyl yet.
Oh, that's so
I'm
good. You got
aware.
to
I
watch it.
know. I know. I know. It's on the list. So there's a huge list of things that I'm holding off on until the wife returns. So, Chernobyl is one of them. There's a there's
It's got the guy from Morbin Time. That's gonna date the video.
Yeah, that's true. There it is.
Like,
Because it's hopefully it's dead in a month.
no, they should put it back in the cinema a third time.
Yeah, we were all busy that weekend.
That was strong. That's a real like. That one really
You
got me
haven't
when I
seen that
saw it.
tweet?
No, I
Yeah,
saw
it
it.
was so
Yeah, I
good.
saw the change petition. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that one was really strong when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, that.
It was so good. We think. Oh, another thing that I think got cut due to technical. At this point, this video is just going to be 6 different conversations with 17 different variations, because we have to keep saying shit again.
Yeah.
But I was talking about how I thought it was interesting that women in video games, with Samus Aran being as old a character she is, being about 30 years old at this point, or over 30. And having next to no dialogue, but it's still being like a very big deal that she is female somehow, that they managed to like draw attention to it, but without detracting from her character, because ultimately, like, the character development is just like the adventure that you go on. Oh my god, do we have to watch this?
Yeah, we do.
I do get it eventually. No, I don't. I come back to this one.
No, you do get this one.
I do?
Yeah, it was the other one you come back to.
Okay.
Which we might have lost.
And then I remember you mentioned that she's ultimately
Ripley.
just Ripley, which I don't know if
come off it. Like, there is a big evil alien menace.
Yeah, okay.
And then in one of them, well, you haven't seen it yet because you haven't seen Super Metroid, but she ends up with a little pet helper one that imprints on her.
Oh, I did get that one. Oh yeah, with the little girl from Aliens. Yeah, I don't know, but the thing to me about Ripley is that she's not this super badass bounty hunter. She becomes that, because even when she comes back, like, it's not necessarily that she's a badass because she's a badass. She's a badass because she already knows what's going on.
Yes.
It's bringing the war veteran back to the war.
There's as much crap as Alien, is it 4 Resurrection, the Joss Whedon one? As much crap as that gets, as this really good line where one of the Marines or whoever asks her, "So how did you beat it last time?" She goes, I didn't, I died.
Nice.
And I'm
Good.
like, whoa, yeah, that's
That's
strong.
good. I like it. Well, and then there's what is who was I thinking about? I was thinking about somebody. Um, other my pet ultimate female badass growing up was Linda Hamilton in Terminator. Like
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
she went from
remember,
like scared college kid to let me just kick this guy's teeth in and blow him away with a
yeah,
shotgun.
and it worked because like the opening sequence, well not the opening sequence, but her opening sequence in Terminator 2 is like her doing fucking one-handed pull-ups in a psych asylum where, if I remember correctly, like she's at least sexually assaulted, if not raped. And then she takes a fucking broom handle to that prick and then goes and saves the fucking world for the second time. Like she's the beast. And like her introduction is so beautiful because in the first movie we're presented with Reese, this the macho dude, also hilariously from Alien. Now that I think, bam, it's all circular. Um, Aliens, I think, is the one he's in. And we meet Reese. We're like, okay, this guy's the hero. He's going to save the day. And then she's just a waitress. She's the damsel, and it sets her up so beautifully to not only just be the final girl in the horror movie, which I guess that trope may have technically existed at that time, but not really. But then she goes on to continue that. I hate the entire aesthetic, all of it. Oh, I saw. Was that a drip of water or was that a rock? Because I don't want to meet my worm friend again. That was water. Okay. As I was saying, I absolutely abhor the entire aesthetic of this entire room. This is like all of my video game phobias: mine shafts, dark caverns, water.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, yeah, but like that's, oh god. Deep Rock Galactic is a co-op game. I'm on my own here. I have friends in Deep Rock Galactic, or at least you're supposed to.
They gave it away for free on PlayStation, and I still never played it.
It's actually really good. Of the ilk of like 4-player co-op games, is the best bang for your buck, I think, especially now that it's on sale right now for like $10.
I mean, for free, it better be good bang for my buck.
That's true. Free is hard to beat. But yeah, in terms of, I can breathe underwater? Okay.
Yes.
Suit, right? You think there'd be some kind of diminishing return for like, platforming elements? Oh, I suppose that's the lava, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not protected. Well, yeah, you're not protected against the heat. You're only protected against the water.
Okay. Anyway, but Deep Rock Galactic is really good. It's not quite like every mission feels. Okay, I can't. It's not working. Let's try. There's got to be something in this room. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. It's not quite like every single mission feels unique, but it's an incredibly just easy to play game. Like, just jump in, play a round or two. I did that this morning with my buddy before I started work and before we started doing this. I don't know. It's Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's not for everybody, but like if you like Payday, give it a shot. Not the same game at all, but it's the closest analog I can think of.
I do like Payday, but I think I only like Payday because I play with idiots.
That's true. Did you guys ever do
Speaking of, where are you going?
I don't know. What are you talking about? Where am I going? There's nothing in here.
What do you mean?
I can't make that jump.
If only you had some sort of weapon that could help.
Oh shit. Okay. Shut up. Shut up.
Holy poop.
Lost and confused. Chozo Ruins. That sounds inviting.
I really hope, like in canon, they reveal one was named Bozo.
Oh, one of the Chozo?
Yeah,
So he could be Bozo the Chozo?
yeah.
The Chozo Bozo. Alright, I like it. I like it. Oh, hey, a thing! Unknown item. I don't like this thing's expression when it's looking at me. It looks rather sinister.
But they're the good guys.
Analysis inconclusive. Item incompatible with current suit.
No, but just use it anyway. Doesn't matter.
Well, because the... But it's on my beam, not my suit. It's on the wrong heading. Shouldn't it be on the other heading?
Well, it's not a suit upgrade, is it?
Oh, I suppose not. I'm already full health. Oh, wait, they're glowy. Oh. You know, I actually recently watched Dungeon Masterpiece, who's a YouTube channel that like helps dungeon masters with like idea crafting and stuff. And what? I'm confused. Gold, how do I get out of this hole?
That's a good question.
I don't... Are you shitting me?
Can you not turn into a ball when you're jumping?
I don't... Oh god, okay. Whew! Oh, that's cruel.
You could have just shot that top brick.
I thought I did! Anyway, I
don't know
was,
what we would have done if that didn't work.
Pride. we would just have to record it again, I guess. Okay, so the Chozo glowy blocks don't respawn. I'm gonna go this way first. And no, I guess I don't. Anyway, Dungeon Masterpiece, he does like theory crafting and stuff of how to, you know, more effectively dungeon master. And he had a video that I really liked about the circuitous nature of Metroid and how this is not a good example, but how the map, you usually have like an introduction, and then you'll enter into a thing, an obstacle, and you will not have the solution be readily apparent, but as you explore, the map will naturally circle back so that the element that you encountered is now conquerable. And it doesn't do that because the joke with Metroid is you have to backtrack. It doesn't even do it in a backtracky way, because usually it filters you into the location where the things that you're acquiring are relevant, and how that's a very important aspect to dungeon mastering. Oh god, okay.
And that's like part and parcel. Like what Castlevania will do instead is you'll end up somewhere and then you'll find a warp room, which will be the second one you find, and you teleport back to the first one, and magically you need the thing you just picked up.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, Castlevania always intimidated me a bit more than Metroid. Because like I was raised on like Crash Bandicoot, so I guess when I look at like Metroid and how it handles the basics of platforming, you know, running and jumping and that stuff, I just remembered I can do that. Oh fuck. Okay. We're not going to talk about that. And Metroid always just felt much more similar, whereas Castlevania always came across to me as a bit more I don't have a good analog here, but it felt more like something that I couldn't quite wrap my head around. Power grip. Okay.
Something.
Grab
Bear's mum has a power grip already.
Legends and corners, great. I'm proud of you. So, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think, if I remember correctly, I wouldn't have been able to make this at all. So
No,
they
you
just
wouldn't.
naturally put this in here.
Plus, it also teaches you at the same time.
Yeah.
Like that's good game design.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Final Fantasy 14 had that. It tricked me.
Yeah.
Was it Final Fantasy 14? I think it was. I was playing it one of the times, and like
Which one's 14? Is 14 the?
the MMO.
That's right. Okay.
And I'd climbed up, like I could see the bottom of like some reward, so I climbed up to the top of this iceberg thing, like inside a cave. So maybe it was a stalagmite, with like a really fat stalagmite that you could just climb up. And I was like, oh look, I got a thing. And then I came across the bottom of another one. I'm like, oh, well I climbed up the last one and I got something, so let me climb this one. And that was actually progression.
They
It had
gotcha.
tricked me into learning.
Damn video games.
Exactly. I'm like, who plays video games to learn anything?
I'm trying to think. What is the best tutorial that you've experienced in a video game? Metroid doesn't count because the whole game's a tutorial.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump.
It's the ones that
Oh.
teach you by doing. So maybe Shovel Knight's up there.
Ooh, Shovel Knight's good.
And I guess Cuphead is probably, barring journalists, Cuphead's probably a pretty strong one as well.
Hang on. Cut, please. Pause. Okay. So saved and yes, save, and I guess
That is it for now.
Shift F2. Yeah, there we go. I know what I'm doing. That is it for now.
Let's
Until
pick
next
this
time.
back up when I've got some food in me or something.
Yes, go get food. Go have a kebab. I think
No.
that's how you say it. No. Okay.
That is how you say it, but
Okay.
no.
Is a kebab? Do you say shish kebab?
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab. What's the difference?
No idea.
Oh,
But I do say kimbap. But
I don't know what that is.
it's a Korean thing. It's like
I know. I'm gonna butcher this. Bibimbap. I know that. What's
no,
kimbap?
bibimbap's like a different thing, but it's also the same thing. There's a
I
gimbap,
hate you.
which is also
Okay.
pronounced as kimbap, which is a Korean dish from cooked rice and ingredients such as vegetable, fish, meats, blah blah blah, and then it's rolled in seaweed and served in bite-sized slices. It's almost like if you were to make like a mini quiche, but it's sushi. It looks like sushi.
Okay, but it's like bigger, right? It's not like the size of a sushi roll.
Yes, it's like
Interesting.
I keep trying to measure it with my hand, but you don't know the size of my hand, so it doesn't make a difference.
That's true. Okay.